That a ceasefire would be a critical step toward a permanent peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. His visit came a day after Hungary assumed the rotating six-month chairmanship of the EU Council, which aims to resolve issues within the European Union. Viktor Orban expressed hope that Vladimir Zelensky would engage in peace talks with Moscow.
Repeatedly that this war makes no sense, least of all for Ukraine. It'll lead to eventually to Ukraine's complete destruction. But above all, it's also extremely dangerous in that there's a growing risk that NATO and Russia will end up in a world war, including nuclear escalation. And of course, it's hurting Europe economically with its policy of sanctions, which he has also opposed. So in going to Kiev and saying, well, why don't you think about a ceasefire and then we can start negotiations, I think that's consistent with what he has said before. The problem is that that's not the position of Ukraine. It's not the position of NATO. It's not the position of the European Union. It's not the position of the US government. There are no takers for what is really an eminently sensible policy.
Support of the Russian language. 300 schools in Azerbaijan work with Russian language, teaching young people and children Russian language. And I think this creates a great base, great perspective for supporting our relationships in the future. I'm very happy to see you. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I'm very happy to see you again, as you realized successfully. And all its terms are reflected in real life. And for more than 2 years, we've been working together as allies, showing some great dynamic, and we will discuss that in detail. Once again, thank you for this opportunity. Cooperation between our countries is strong and getting ever stronger, and we want to continue this practice of cooperation and having warm relationships between Russia and Turkey. I'd like to point out another thing. I'm happy to invite you to visit my country.